Welcome back to the Senior Healthcare Podcast, where science meets common sense and small changes turn into big victories. Let me ask you something. Have you noticed those dark little spots on your hands or arms lately? The ones that just showed up one day and never left? Most people over 60 think it's just part of getting old. But the truth is, those spots are more than skin deep. They're signs, signals your body is sending you. And today, we're going to talk about what they really mean, what might be missing from your routine, and how one powerful mineral could change the story your skin is telling. So if you care about keeping your skin healthy, strong, and glowing with confidence, even in your 70s or 80s, stick around. You'll want to hear this all the way through. This is the Senior Healthcare Podcast, and I'm so glad you're here. Don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and thank you for spending your time with us, because your health deserves your full attention. Now, let's get into it.
You know that little light brown spot? Maybe it's on the back of your hand, or perhaps you've seen one quietly appear somewhere else on your skin over the years. For so long, I think most of us, well, we've probably looked at those and just thought, that's just age catching up.
Yeah.
You know, it's a sign of getting older, just an inevitable part of the journey. It really feels like something that simply appears with time, doesn't it? Almost as if birthdays somehow just magically create them.
It's an incredibly common thought, it really is. And frankly, it's one we've often been, taught to simply accept. Just a fact of life. But what if those spots aren't just age? What if they're actually your skin, your largest organ sort of whispering to you, quite literally saying, I'm under stress? Imagine them not as these inevitable badges of time passing, but as real messages from deep inside your body, quietly asking for a little help, maybe a little understanding.
Asking for help.
Yeah, they don't just show up because another year's gone by. They're the result, the cumulative result of years of tiny, persistent damages building up. And these damages, they can come from something obvious, like too much sun exposure without the right protection. We all know about that one. But also from less obvious things, like your body working overtime, fighting unseen battles within. It's your skin, you see, doing its best and giving you a very clear signal.
That really does reframe how we look at them completely. So for our exploration today, our mission, let's say, is to truly understand these messages our skin is sending. We want to peel back the layers, uncover what's really causing them, not just on the surface, right, but from deep within our own biology. And, maybe most importantly, we're going to discover how we can genuinely support our skin's natural defenses, help it heal, help it protect itself. Because honestly, this isn't just about how you look in the mirror. It's profoundly about how you feel, how vital and well you truly are, how much energy you have.
Okay, so we've established these spots aren't just about age, that's clear. But what exactly are we seeing when these little patches show up on our skin? What are they made of?
Well, at their very core, these dark spots are made of something called melanin.
Melanin.
Now, melanin is your body's natural pigment, and it's truly remarkable stuff. It's designed specifically to protect your skin from harm, especially from the sun's powerful rays. Think of it like your skin's own built-in shield. Natural protection, absorbing and scattering that UV light. So it's actually a good thing then.
It is. But here's the twist, and where it gets really interesting. When things get out of balance, maybe from, a lot of unfiltered sunlight over the years, or from that chronic internal stress that's been sort of simmering quietly under the surface, that protective melanin can start to, malfunction. Instead of spreading out nice and evenly, it clumps up. It gathers in one place like a little crowd huddling too close together. And that clumping, that's precisely what forms these darker patches we see.
Okay, so the clumping is the issue.
Exactly. So the spots themselves, they're not inherently bad. In fact, they're a sign your skin tried very hard to protect you. But they are undeniable signals, aren't they? Clear messages that something's a bit off, something needs attention.
Right, something needs attention.
Absolutely. And, a crucial point here, maybe the biggest mistake people make, is to simply ignore these spots. Or just dismiss them, thinking, they're harmless, or it's just normal for my age.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yes, they are common, especially as we mature, we see them more. But common doesn't automatically mean okay or healthy. They are, like you said, signals. Think of them like those little warning lights flashing on your car's dashboard.
Oh, that's a great analogy.
Isn't it? That engine light isn't dangerous yet. You can keep driving for a bit, maybe. But it's certainly saying, loud and clear, pay attention. Something needs looking at before it becomes a bigger problem.
Hmm.
Your skin is doing its very best. It's fighting, defending itself day in and day out against the environment, against internal imbalances. But like anyone fighting alone for too long without the right support, well, it desperately needs backup. It's trying to stay strong, trying to maintain its appearance, but it can only do so much on its own.
That dashboard analogy really sticks. It's not just cosmetic, is it? It's communication from our body. So it becomes really crucial then to actually listen to these signs rather than just shrugging them off with a sigh. It makes you wonder, doesn't it, what your own skin might be trying to tell you? Because if it's flashing a warning light, well, there's almost certainly a deeper reason underneath, waiting to be understood. If our skin is sending these messages, it kind of begs the question, what exactly is triggering them from the inside? Have you ever noticed perhaps those dark spots seeming to get worse? Or maybe new ones appearing after what you'd call a really rough season in life. Maybe after a long illness or during the stress of a big move, or even just after weeks and weeks of really poor sleep. If you have, that's absolutely no coincidence at all. These spots don't just appear because you've had another birthday. They tend to show up or get more noticeable when your body is genuinely overwhelmed by pressure. It just can't fully handle anymore on its own. It's like your whole system reaches a kind of breaking point, and your skin, being so visible, is often the first place to show that struggle. It's the messenger, isn't it? Telling you something needs to shift inside.
It's so true. And it's intriguing how we often point to, well, the sunlight as the main villain. And yes, unprotected sun exposure, the kind that happens again and again, year after year, that certainly wears down your skin's natural defenses. It's a big piece of the puzzle, no doubt. We'll circle back to the sun.
Right.
But then there are the sneakier internal triggers, the ones we don't always connect directly to our skin. Things like high insulin levels and chronic inflammation.
Inflammation. You hear that word a lot these days.
You do, and for good reason. Imagine these things: high insulin, chronic inflammation, like quiet internal fires that never quite go out, just simmering away constantly beneath the surface. And these aren't just minor irritations. Chronic inflammation, especially, is now understood to be a root cause for so many age-related issues. It quietly disrupts harmony in your cells all through your body. And these internal fires, they quietly mess with how your body produces that melanin pigment we talked about.
It affects the melanin production.
Precisely. This imbalance, this constant low-level irritation, it leads to those familiar dark patches. So what you see showing up on your skin, it's often just the surface reflection, a mirror, really, of something much deeper happening within your body, a silent struggle in your cells.
Wow, our skin is a mirror. That's a powerful image. And it brings us to another trigger, one that's maybe even more overlooked, emotion stress.
Very important.
Many of us, especially as we get older, might not realize that profound emotional stress, things like deep grief after losing someone or prolonged worry about finances or family, even just ongoing low-level anxiety, that can have a remarkably similar effect on your body as, say, physical sun damage.
It really can. The body doesn't always distinguish the source of the stress.
Exactly. Your body reacts to pain, to loss, to big life changes in very real chemical ways. Hormones like cortisol surge, your immune responses shift, the cellular processes get impacted. And your skin, being the largest organ you have, it's incredibly responsive to these internal shifts. It shows those struggles clearly. It truly becomes that mirror of your internal world, reflecting the stress and strain that your mind and body are going through, making those age spots darker maybe, or bringing new ones out. It's like your deepest emotions are, well, written on your skin.
So if our skin truly is this honest mirror of what's happening inside, then simply treating the surface with creams, maybe procedures, it might be missing the whole point, wouldn't it?
It seems like it, yes.
This brings up a really important question. How do you go from just, covering the visible damage or trying to erase it with things from the outside to truly healing it from the inside out? It's about getting to the root of the message your skin is sending, addressing those underlying causes we talked about, and giving your body the fundamental support it actually needs.
Well, the answer to that question, it starts with something surprisingly small. A quiet hero, really. Something that often doesn't get much attention, maybe even at the doctor's office. It's not flashy. You won't see it in those big, expensive ads promising overnight miracles. But when it comes to keeping your skin strong, clear, and even in tone, Zinc is that quiet hero. It works so diligently behind the scenes, playing an absolutely essential role in, well, countless processes throughout your body, and it's especially vital for your skin's health and its resilience.
It's quite striking how vital zinc truly is. Think about melanin again, that pigment responsible for the spots. It needs a very delicate balance.
Wise balance.
Too much, and you get those dark spots. Too little, and you lose crucial protection against the sun. Zinc acts like the skilled conductor in a big orchestra.
Oh, I like that.
It helps regulate that balance, making sure every instrument, every process plays in perfect rhythm. Without enough zinc, that melanin can sort of run wild. It becomes erratic, creating those dark patches your body never actually intended to have. But its role, it goes way beyond just melanin. Zinc is involved in over 300 different fundamental reactions happening inside your body every single day.
300. That's incredible.
It is. From healing a simple cut on your finger to building new healthy cells to helping your memory work properly, fighting off viruses, even protecting your eyes from age-related damage. It's truly foundational.
So if zinc is that fundamental to so many things, are we potentially talking about more widespread, maybe subtle health issues, things many of us might just be dismissing as getting older when they could actually be linked to maybe a quiet zinc deficiency?
That's exactly it. And this points to a broader truth that's often overlooked. Most people over 60 are, in fact, mildly zinc deficient, and they have absolutely no clue.
Really? Most people?
It seems so. There aren't any big dramatic warning signs, like a sudden rash or a severe illness that screams zinc deficiency. Instead, the effects are subtle. They're easily dismissed, maybe, slow skin healing, a gradual increase in those age spots that you just accept, perhaps a slightly weaker immune system so you catch colds more easily or coughs linger.
Things you might just put down to age.
Exactly. You might find cuts take longer to close up, or maybe your sense of taste isn't quite as sharp as it used to be, and often people just assume, well, these are simply signs of getting old. But in reality, it could be your skin and your body as a whole quietly asking, can I get some help here? I'm missing something crucial to work properly. It's a message that something fundamental is missing from your internal support system.
So it's not about a quick fix.
Not at all. Zinc isn't about overnight miracles or some magic cream. It's about patiently building protection from within, creating a kind of inner armor that your skin and really your entire body has been waiting for. But as vital as zinc is, it's not the full picture by itself. There's another key partner, another mineral that truly unlocks its full power.
Okay, so if zinc is the quiet bodyguard, working hard behind the scenes for our skin, then we need to introduce you to its essential partner. Its secret weapon, if you will, selenium. Now, many people haven't even heard of selenium or certainly don't realize just how important it is for their overall well-being. But this tiny mineral plays a truly huge role in your body's ability to fight off aging and those telltale spots from the inside out. On its own, selenium is a powerful protector of your cells. It neutralizes harmful molecules, guards against damage. It does a lot of good work all by itself.
It certainly does. But when you pair it with zinc, that's when things really come alive. That's when the synergy, the teamwork is undeniable and truly powerful. Together, zinc and selenium activate something quite remarkable in your body called glutathione.
Glutathione, okay.
Think of glutathione as your body's elite cleanup crew, the highly efficient internal waste disposal and repair team.
Cleanup crew, I like that.
Its job is to efficiently remove damaged cells, calm down that chronic inflammation, those internal fires we talked about, and ultimately keep your skin looking smooth, clear, and even-toned. It's like having a dedicated team constantly sweeping up and making repairs. Without enough selenium, though, this vital cleanup process slows right down dramatically.
And what happens then?
Well, when that happens, your skin, being that honest mirror, it starts showing signs of struggle. You'll see more spots appearing, slower healing from maybe minor scrapes or irritations, and a noticeable lack of that healthy, vibrant glow. Your body's ability to clean house just isn't as efficient as it should be.
And here's a truth, maybe a slightly worrying one, that many don't talk about, but it's crucial for our listeners to understand. Most seniors are deficient in both zinc and selenium.
Both, yes. That's key.
Yeah. It's generally not because they've done anything wrong or made poor choices with their diet necessarily. It's simply because as we age, our bodies often find it much harder to absorb and properly store these vital minerals from the food we eat.
Absorption becomes less efficient.
Exactly. Think about it. You could be eating a perfectly healthy diet, lots of good foods, but your body just isn't pulling in what it needs from that food as efficiently as it did when you were younger. The unfortunate result. Our body can't fully defend itself against the daily stresses, the internal imbalances life throws at us. And the skin, always the first to be honest about our internal state, well, it becomes the first to show those cracks. It's a clear signal that the internal support system needs a boost, a little reinforcement from the outside.
But the good news here, and what's really empowering, I think, is that you don't necessarily need those expensive creams or fancy routines or even, painful laser treatments. The solution can be much simpler, more fundamental. Just bringing these two crucial minerals, zinc and selenium, back into your system, whether through carefully chosen whole foods rich in them or perhaps high-quality targeted supplements that can begin to restore that vital balance from within.
So focusing on getting those minerals back in.
Yes. Think of it like giving your skin a complete, well-coordinated team again, rather than just one player trying to do all the work alone. And when your skin is properly supported from the inside, the benefits, they just ripple outwards to your whole body. Zinc and selenium aren't just about how you look. They also boost your immunity, help you ward off illness. They can sharpen your mind, improve focus, and they protect your vital organs too, contributing to overall longevity and well-being. But there's still one more important piece to this puzzle. One that ties everything together, how the outside world, particularly sunlight, truly fits into all this internal stuff.
Right, sunlight. It really does get a bad rap, doesn't it? For years, we've been told, avoid it, stay out of the sun, like it's the ultimate enemy, the only cause of skin aging.
The sole culprit, yeah.
But here's the crucial thing, and maybe a surprise to some. Sunlight is actually not the enemy. In fact, your skin and your whole body, it truly needs it. Just like your heart needs rhythm, your bones need movement, your skin depends on gentle exposure to natural light. It needs it to do incredibly important things, like making vital vitamin D, which we now know is essential for so much more than just bones, and regulating melatonin, that hormone that helps you sleep soundly at night. However, and this is the key distinction, isn't it? Without the right internal support, that very same sunlight can indeed turn from a friend into a foe.
That raises a really important distinction. It's not sunlight itself that's the problem, but rather exposure without preparation. Many seniors were, quite rightly, told years ago to stay out of the sun to protect their skin, especially given maybe past habits of getting too much sun. And while there's definite truth in that caution, the real issue isn't avoiding sun entirely. It's about what's happening inside your body when you step out into the light.
Ah, the internal state matters first.
Absolutely. If your skin lacks that crucial internal support from essential minerals like zinc and selenium and other internal antioxidants too, then even just 10 minutes of strong midday sun can start to cause cellular damage. It can contribute to those spots. Your skin is basically unprotected from within. But on the other hand, if your body is well-nourished, if it has that internal armor we've been talking about, then a few minutes of safe, sensible sun exposure can actually be incredibly healing, beneficial even. It becomes a partner in health.
So it's about being prepared internally.
Exactly. Caution is key, of course. We're certainly not saying go out and get sunburn or use tanning beds or spend long hours outside completely unprotected. Those things will absolutely speed up age spots and weaken your skin's integrity. No question. But the opposite extreme, never going outside at all, living in perpetual shade well, that creates its own serious problems. Low energy, poor sleep patterns, brittle bones from lack of vitamin D, even a dampening of your mood. The solution, you see, it's almost always about balance, not fear. It's about empowering your body to handle what it's naturally meant to handle.
So instead of constantly reaching for those expensive lotions that maybe only work on the surface, or considering potentially painful laser treatments that can be invasive and quite costly, the real answer, often it starts right in your kitchen and in your daily routine.
Much simpler, often.
Think about it. Maybe a high-quality supplement that provides these essential minerals, zinc and selenium perhaps, combined with something as simple, as accessible, and hopefully enjoyable as a short walk in the morning sunlight. That combination could actually do more for your skin and your overall well-being than most anti-aging products ever will. It might not be flashy, might not come with big impossible promises, but it truly works from the inside out, building resilience that actually lasts.
And if we connect this back to the bigger picture, it becomes pretty clear. Your skin doesn't really need more chemicals layered on top of it. What it truly needs is calm. A reduction in that internal stress and inflammation. It needs rhythm, a steady, supportive beat from within where all its processes are working in harmony. It needs profound nourishment from the inside, giving it the building blocks it craves. And yes, respectful treatment from the outside, understanding its natural needs regarding sunlight. And when that harmony, that vital internal external balance is truly in place, something really quite surprising begins to happen. Not just on your skin, where those spots might start to fade or new ones stop appearing so readily, but in how you feel. Each morning when you wake up, when you look at your own reflection, you feel a quiet confidence, maybe, a sense of inner strength.
So we've kind of come full circle, haven't we? Those little light brown spots, which for so long many of us have just accepted as age or just the way it is, they're actually valuable messages. Insightful messages from our bodies, understanding their true triggers, that it's so much more than just time passing, that it includes internal inflammation, insulin levels, even our emotional stress, and recognizing the quiet yet profoundly powerful role of internal support, especially from essential minerals like zinc and selenium. That can make a truly profound difference, not just for your skin's health, but for your overall vitality.
Absolutely. And this isn't just about how your skin looks on the outside. It's deeply connected to how you feel on the inside. Your energy levels through the day, the strength of your immune system, your overall sense of vitality and, well-being. When this internal harmony is truly in place, when your body is properly supported from the inside out, something surprising really does start to happen. You might just feel a renewed sense of well-being that goes far beyond just your appearance, something radiating from within.
So as you go about your day-to-day, maybe just consider this. How might truly listening to your body's subtle messages, like those quiet whispers from your skin, and then supporting it fundamentally from the inside out, how might that change not just how you see yourself in the mirror, but your entire sense of vitality, your well-being? Maybe start to notice those small, quiet, yet deeply impactful improvements that can come from making these simple, yet profoundly powerful changes.
But it's tired, and it's been waiting for you to notice, to listen, and now to respond with the care it truly needs. Zinc and selenium aren't magic pills, but they are what your body has been missing, quietly, for years. Add in a little safe sunlight and a calmer routine, and something powerful begins to shift. Your skin starts to rebuild, slowly, gently, and with it, your confidence does too. It's never too late. Not at 65, not at 75, not even at 85. Your skin may have aged, but your body still remembers how to heal if you give it the tools. Check your levels, talk to your doctor, and don't underestimate the power of a few small changes made with intention. Because this isn't about vanity, it's about dignity. About waking up, looking in the mirror, and seeing a face that feels whole again. A face that tells a new story, not of decline, but of renewal. A story you're still writing, one habit at a time. And if this spoke to something in you, stay with us, because in the next episode, we'll talk about something even more surprising.